diagram. Now diagram, when we hear, it seems like something statistical, non-statistical, or some kind of a picture like that, but it is not so here. The diagram here refers to a kind of an advertisement, a kind of a flyer that you often come across in the newspaper ads, with the newspaper as such. It can be in the form of a kind of a pictorial information, like they give you a timetable of a particular college activities, that way. Or they might give you some information regarding some different hotels when you are checking your website and you go for, say, traveladvisor.com or something like that. You see number of hotels and their facilities that you can get through. So those kind of a pictures you will have to study and answer the following questions. Now the questions out here are given in the form of a letter again. Okay, given in the form of a letter. Altogether in this part, you are going to have 8 questions. And you get about 9 minutes of time. Okay, to complete this. So previous one, part 1, you had 11 questions, 11 minutes. This one, 8 questions, and you get 9 minutes to complete this. So the questions are MCQ based, but it is in the form of a letter. The first part, the first 5 questions are always in the form of a letter. And the next 3 questions that you get here is a kind of how you infer the letter, what you understood from the letter that you have completed. On that basis, you have to answer these 3 questions. Okay. So these 3 information won't lie in the picture. These 3 questions answer would lie from the given paragraph or the letter provided to you. Okay. So as in the real exam, you will have the picture and the question in the 2-panel screen, and you can refer to the picture and answer the following questions. And the 3 questions will be given on the basis of how you inferred the letter in that sense.
Got it.
Yeah. So what we suggest is that you don't have to study very minutely your entire picture. This is not needed. Just try to get initially, when you see that question appearing on the screen, try to get an overview idea of this part. Okay, just try to see what is the main heading, what are the subheadings, what are other things given here. That's it. Don't get into the detail of reading it. You don't have to. You have to only do it when you see a question in relation to that topic, in relation to that subheading. You can go and refer to that. Otherwise, it's not needed to read each and every details of your passage or the given picture as such.
Okay.
So here we can see it's a thing about some advertisement given on the Peak Sky Resort, the Peak Sky Resort, and they've given you 3 different passes. 2013 and 14 snow passes is the main topic. We have a winter pass, night pass, and 1 night per week pass. Okay, also to remember that you do not have the highlighter option in your exam. You just have to see and answer your question.
We don't have, like in IELTS, we have the
Yes, it is. IELTS is
marker,
there, but not.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can't highlight anything.
Okay.
Between 13 and 14 snow passes, we have winter pass, night pass, and 1 night per week pass. We are not going into details. We can see a chart also, a table about some age categories on the left-hand side and the prices for winter, night, and 1 night per week pass. According to the age category, the prices have been laid down here. Okay, this is what I have to understand. When I see the picture, overall understanding I get. Now I go and read my questions. Here we will go 1 question at a time because it's a part of a sentence. So we need to read what is the information given before the blank and after the blank so as to make our choices correct. We can't here understand 2 questions at a time. Okay. So here also, it is a letter. We have to find out who is our receiver and writer. So I can see here Leslie is my writer and Jerry is my receiver of the letter. Okay. Also, they give you some email IDs up front. They give you the topic also on which you're going to read the letter about. They say subject is Sky Passes, and that's also the diagram also says that. And Jerry Smithers, Frinton, BC.ca, Sterlings.ca. So they are
different
IDs. Yes, tell me.
They're not from the same company or something. They're from different companies or different people.
Yeah, but it's a company's ID or it can be informal item in the sense that it's like a person having rediffmail.com or gmail.com kind. So that can be also.
Okay.
So it's maybe not their personal IDs, not their official ones.
Right.
I
Okay.
mean, that also can be inferred in that sense. But we can't get into unless we read the entire paragraph. Yeah. So as we read, and same words that we discussed yesterday, I, we, I, me, myself refers to whom, you, yours. This understanding you must be having so that you can, again, able to comprehend the sentences that you read in the correct order. Okay. So here, Leslie, I meant to talk to you before I left the office, but my meeting with management went longer than expected.
Oh,
So I can understand.
they
Yes,
both are from the same office.
it seems to be, yeah.
Yeah.
So Leslie, I want to talk to you, Jerry, before I left the office, but my meeting, Leslie's meeting with management went longer than expected. They wanted to have a talk, but Leslie's meeting got extended.
Right.
You were saying that you want to get Sky passes for yourself and Billy. So Jerry was saying that he wants to get a Sky passes for himself and Billy. So Billy is the third person we do not know about. Billy Dash, so he will be at the youth rate this year. Billy Dash, so he will be at the youth rate this year.
So probably child or
Probably a child, maybe.
Yeah.
So when you can check your options first before you go and read the diagram. Will it be over 13 years old, learning to night sky, or night sky this year? Needs both night sky and winter pass. Let me reduce this. Is it clearly visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So reduce this zoom size. Yep. So Billy Dash, so he will be at the youth rate this year. Will he be over 13?
Yeah.
Is learning to night sky this year. Billy needs to night sky. Is learning to night sky, so he'll be at the youth rate.
No, they don't look
Doesn't
this
match.
one. The 13 years looks apt because they're saying about the youth rate. That means he's probably gone a little above the previous. Like they have some rates, right, for each age group.
Each age category, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
why
it's probably gone beyond that previous age group. So that's why he or she's specifying that youth rate. He'll
Probably.
be at youth rate.
Yeah, Billy needs both night and winter pass. So he'll be to it. You have to see this is a keywords. That's keywords that tells you where to look for the information. So Billy, so he will. This is a very important keyword which tells us that this might be. We have to look for rate means price, and age-related price has been given in the chart when we studied this diagram.
Yeah.
So here we can see that youth and the rate of different passes are given. This is the appropriate area where we can find the answer.
Right.
And here it is said that youth starts from 13 to 18 years of age. So thus, we can very well understand when Leslie is saying to Jerry that Billy will be at youth rate this year, he's trying to mean that he will be over 13 years old. So that's why he will be at the youth rate this year. Yeah, you can also check the other options and see that they are not matching with what the keyword given after the blank.
Yeah.
And that way also you can eliminate. And this also tells us where to look for the information. That way you can go and simply scan and find the table, or you can scan from top to bottom, and the youth age. If you have studied the table beforehand, you know the age and the price is given in this chart.
Right.
You go and find the answer there itself. Leslie further says that's more expensive than last year. So youth rate is more expensive than last year.
Yeah.
Dash, get the family winter pass for just the two of you. Check your options. That's more expensive than last year. Get the family winter pass for just the two of you.
So it's telling that last year you might have gotten more. This time you will be getting. That's more expensive than last year.
That's more expensive than last year. So youth rate is currently more expensive than last year.
Yeah. So the two of you should get family winter pass, but you'll probably want to, but still doesn't pay. So you will have to get okay.
We eliminate options on the basis of grammatical understanding, meaningful sentence.
Yeah. So but will not come. It doesn't make more sense. So that's more expensive than last year. So get the family pass.
Family winter pass for just the two of you. So the two of you should get the family pass for just the two of you. So you both will have to get the family winter pass for just the two of you.
See, okay, we'll say, but it still doesn't pay to get family pass. Wait, it doesn't sound right. That's more expensive than last year, but it still doesn't pay to. Yeah, that may like option D doesn't. Option C, sorry,
Okay.
doesn't
It is
look.
not right.
Yeah, and
Okay.
but you probably want to get. That's
Hmm.
more expensive than last year, but you probably want to get winter pass for just the two of you. It still that also doesn't sound right. So we can eliminate B also.
Okay.
Um, we need to go and check.
Okay.
I think we have to go and check the table to see if
A
this
or
one is
C
cheaper, like something the family pass is cheaper
than the youth rate.
than getting them separately, like adult plus youth or something like that.
Correct. Okay. So one thing that's more expensive than last year, Dash get the family winter pass for just the two of you. If I put this line in this blank, how it sounds, that's more
That sounds
expensive
good.
than
That
last
sounds
year.
right. So the two of
It
you
doesn't
should get
sound right.
once again.
It
Now it's
doesn't,
more expensive than last year. So the two of you should get the family winter pass. No, yeah, that also doesn't sound right because two of you. Again, we're getting,
exactly. Redundancy is there in the sentence. The sentence can't be
yeah,
correct.
yeah.
To be eliminated. That's more expensive than last year, but you probably want to get the family winter pass for just two of you. Sounds fine. Possibly we can shortlist it, but we
Yeah.
cannot eliminate. Probably you want to get the family winter pass. That
Huh.
will be more cheaper for you. For
Huh.
that matter, he's suggesting.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
maybe, yes, yes, yes.
C also can be a suggestion. It still doesn't pay because maybe family winter pass is quite expensive than youth rate. So he doesn't want to suggest his friend that still doesn't pay to get the family winter pass.
Mhm.
Okay, because family means you can take a child along with an adult,
Yeah.
and that's what he's saying. But it may not be that worthy enough because family winter pass is quite expensive. So we are shortlisting it. We have to check, as you said. We'll go back. Next sentence says, so you will both have to get the family winter pass for just the two of you. Again, the word
Again, it
both.
doesn't make sense because you have like
Grammatically, A and D could be rejected because a repetition of the same word is given in different forms, but that is incorrect. So B and C are to be shortlisted. Now we refer to the table and see where to look for whether youth rate is more expensive or adult plus youth is more expensive or family winter pass is more expensive.
yeah.
Yeah. So as we go back. He is in the youth rate. So
Yeah.
youth is one, adult is this. We're talking about the winter pass only because they're
Right.
not mentioned night or 1 week.
One
So we
week,
could
yeah.
say it's a winter pass only.
Mhm.
Family is this one.
Mhm.
So quick calculation, if I take youth separately for Billy and Jerry 825,
Yeah,
it adds
that
up to,
doesn't make like a lot. It doesn't go to $2,000 for sure.
yes, it goes to 1,500.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so $1,500, this is the price, and this is 2,090.
Yeah.
So as a friend, you won't suggest something more
That's
expensive.
expensive. Yeah. So you will say that they want to go for separate tickets instead.
Yes, they will want to go for separate tickets. So thus we can think that the answer lies in,
But but you probably want to get no. Um, Wait, that's more expensive than last year, but you probably want to get winter pass for just the two of you. No, but it still doesn't pay to get family in winter pass. I think C only makes sense if
yes,
yeah,
that's right.
yeah,
So initially rejected that.
yeah,
But this is the only answer that is true
right,
because this comes at 2090
right,
and
right.
that is 1,500. So this he's suggesting his friend. It still doesn't pay to get the family winter pass for just the two of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the right answer.
Okay.
So we very much be careful because initially it seems to be incorrect.
Yeah.
But see in the grammatical aspect because that's why they have given you sentence completion. So as you can choose an answer, eliminate an answer on the basis of grammatical understanding.
Okay.
First one, you really chosen it very well because youth rate, that connection you made. Mostly people don't do that. So they go to the paragraph, they go to that picture and they try to find out. But that's the right connect you have to make. So this is the way you will have to solve this. It's not that very difficult, but the keys are lying in the question itself. Okay, and you know where to look for it.
Okay.
Next, he says the key question is how much you will be skiing. The key question is how much you will be skiing. If you can only get up there after work, then you might as well dash. This saves you money.
So Yeah, get the 20% discount, get now the night pass, learn to snowboard, get okay. I'm thinking B because if it's after work, that means it's
Hmm.
post evening, so
Possibly.
probably night pass. Yeah.
Possibly.
Um. See, we have to look. We have to
Sure.
see. Get the adult rate will not make any sense.
Suggest because you Billy is youth.
Yes, youth. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um. We don't know if they have to, learn to
The question is
snow.
just about how much you will be skiing. So
Yeah,
this doesn't make
that
sense.
also doesn't make sense. So because they already know skiing, so then get the 20% discount. One second.
Hmm. Yes, so you can, if you have a little contemplation between A and B, a little
Yeah,
doubtful between A and B, look for 20% information in your picture and
yeah,
you see
that's what
where
we
it
need to
lies.
check. Yeah,
If I go to the picture and I look for scan for the 20% discount. So
bonus
20,
20% off ski equipments. So they're not planning to buy. There doesn't say
exactly,
anywhere they need to buy
exactly. They want to go for
skiing.
skiing
Yeah.
fancies now.
So we
20% is not on the skiing discount. So
yeah
thus the only option that lies very correct is your night pass.
yeah
Get there after work means evening. Night pass is the right option. And night pass, the money is little slightly less
lesser
compared to
also.
winter
Yeah.
pass. So yeah, that way also this saves you money. Right, connecting. Next he says, note, however, with my full winter pass, I dash, and of course I can ski in the day. With my full means who's full?
The guy who's writing
Leslie. Yeah.
Leslie. Yeah.
And of course I can ski in the day. So with
Note
my full winter pass, okay,
dash and of course I can ski in the day. I can ski in the night and ski in the day. I want to see the answer. Okay, can snowboard, get free access to resorts, can bring friends for free, get 20% off on ice skating.
hmm. So here,
So they're saying like two different things happening.
it's
Like
like,
yeah, one he can ski in the day. Okay, actually night pass is for skiing in the
I
night.
can ski, means Leslie can ski
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah,
Now, winter pass, this is something which I haven't studied.
yeah.
We know the full winter pass, night pass is there, and one night per week pass is there, but we haven't studied what facilities you can enjoy in a winter pass.
Yeah.
Those we haven't seen. So it is difficult maybe to answer right now. We
Right.
have to study what is winter pass. We can scan the information about winter pass, and then we can answer this question, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because we do not know what facilities you enjoy in a winter pass. This is a winter pass. We can clearly understand unlimited skiing and
So it says you
snowboarding.
can also have free access to other activities, including snowshoeing,
Sleigh rides.
sleigh
Right.
rides, ice skating, and much more. Okay.
Hmm. Bonus
And
20% off
yeah,
equipment
yeah,
and 50% off on
50%
ticket.
at other participating ski resorts
Hmm.
from a store up to okay, one second, 20% ski equipment. One second, I was reading that. I just wanted to see.
You want me to go back? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Bonus 20% off ski equipments from our store and up to 50% off in tickets at other participating ski resorts. Okay, okay. We can go down. I want to see. Where are the options? Can snowboard get free access to other not free access? It's just
Hmm.
50% off, so we can eliminate
Right.
that.
Hmm.
Doesn't say we can bring friends for free anywhere.
Hmm.
Get 20% off on all equipments.
Hmm.
So I mean that's not ice skating. Ice skating is an event, right?
Yes. So ice skating is not there. On
Yeah,
ski equipment, you have this
yeah,
20%
yeah.
discount. So even we
So
can be
can
eliminated.
snowboard.
You can only snowboard. I can snowboard and I can ski in the day.
Yeah,
That's what he's trying to suggest.
yeah.
Right. So this is the one. If you're planning to ski on the weekends and if dash, then you might want to consider the full pass. If you're planning to ski on the weekends, okay, and if dash, then you might want to consider full pass. It's definitely more expensive, but you will have a lot more freedom to ski whenever you want.
Okay, looks like you know, weekday or something. Let us check. Bill wants to free ski lessons. You want to night ski. You won't be skiing in the day. You want to bring a friend. If you're planning to, okay, which pass is this? Full pass. We have to just go look at full pass once.
Yeah, full pass means a winter pass actually. That's a full winter pass.
Okay, okay,
This is the full winter pass. Okay, others are night pass and 1 night per week pass.
okay, okay. Yeah, if you want to do unlimited snowboarding,
Wanted to see that? Sorry.
unlimited skiing and snowboarding during winter. Okay, whatever, you can have free access to other activities. Okay, that's yeah, we can go down, ma'am. Lot of back and forth though.
Read the sentence. He's saying, if you're planning to ski on the weekends and if dash, then you might want to consider full pass, which is the winter pass. He's trying.
That there's nothing regarding lessons, so you can eliminate that.
Okay.
You won't be skiing in the day. You want to bring friend. Bring friend is, we can eliminate bring friend also as well. You want okay, one second.
Planning to ski on the weekends.
Yeah, weekends and
You want to consider the full pass. And if this, any other option, is definitely more expensive. Winter pass is more expensive, but you will have a lot more.
yeah,
freedom
you want to night ski. So yeah, why would something be expensive if you won't be skiing in the day? Like option C won't fit.
Option C won't fit. Yes.
Yeah.
Why you want to consider the full pass? Then you will go for night pass, right? If you
Yeah.
won't ski on the day,
Yeah.
you will go for full pass,
Yeah.
right? So C is also out.
Yeah, B is right answer.
You want to night sky, then why will I take a full winter pass? Logically, I will go for night pass.
It says if you want to ski on the weekends and if you want to night ski.
And if you do this, then you might consider full pass. Leslie suggesting winter pass to Jerry. If Jerry wants to go for night skiing, then he will take the night pass. After work, he can go and do the skiing.
That includes weekend too?
That includes?
Does that include weekends too? The night pass?
Yeah, I mean, they can check the night pass. Skiing and snowboarding after 4 p.m. includes evening mountaintop. They haven't mentioned anything about weekends as such.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's no showing evening after 4 p.m. That means every day you can go after 4 p.m. That's suggested because they're not said that Monday to Wednesday or Monday to Friday, something like that.
Okay.
So it can be understood that's for every day, Monday to Sunday.
Okay.
So think about why he's suggesting a full winter pass. If the options tells us a lot. If he wants to go for night sky, then he will suggest night pass. Then why will he suggest a full winter pass?
Okay.
If he is not skiing in the day, then why will he suggest a winter pass?
Yeah.
He will suggest on the night pass.
Yeah.
D is out because winter pass does not allow you to bring a friend. What
Right.
comes out clear is that A is an answer. Although we didn't find this answer, but this is the only answer which
We
is
have to
correct.
infer. Okay.
Yes. Because if you want Billy to get free ski lessons, you might consider the full pass. It's expensive, but gives you a lot more freedom. Now, where do we find this information? Actually, it is when you scan it, you won't be able to find it in the winter pass, but something footnote is given like here. Okay, very highlighted kind. Limited time offer 2 free scale lessons with winter pass.
All right.
But even if you didn't read that,
Yeah.
elimination logically gives you the answer.
Okay.
Because here, as a friend, you're suggesting the full pass, which can't be possible if your friend wants to go for a night skiing. If a friend don't want to ski in the day, why as a friend you will suggest a full winter pass? Yeah, so all this eliminates and you come up with it. So even if you didn't see that in the picture somewhere, with the keywords given after the blank, suggesting it's more expensive, full freedom is there, you have to understand what you can eliminate. And that's where you can reach out to that answer. Yeah, so this works. It's very helpful for elimination is a very key tool actually that helps you in this part 2 for you. Yeah, which is more appropriate. So, I mean, we cannot eliminate illogical anything unless we get into it. Read the other options, see are they valid or not, see whether the sentence making sense or not. Also, on that basis, you should be able to judge the right answer. Okay. So next is this question. So
I think sixth question is okay. Yeah.
Leslie is Jerry's what?
Okay. Co-worker, long-time friend, manager, sister. Okay. See, they worked. It says they are from the same office because
I went to talk to you before I left the office. Yeah.
Yeah. the tone looks like it,
Informal.
yeah, it looks informal. It either is a sister or a long-time friend, definitely not manager.
Okay.
Because he was having his meeting with manager, right? So he could have spoken there itself. Why here?
Yeah. Correct.
If it was that if that was the case.
Hmm.
Okay.
Because whatever you see in the paragraph, from there you have to infer this information.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it has to be given somewhere indirectly in the paragraph from which you have to infer.
See, if it was if it was his sister,
Correct.
if it was his sister, then it will be little more how to say.
Family related
Yeah,
information
yeah.
will be
There is nothing like that here.
correct.
It says
It's not
yourself
your
and
sister.
Billy.
No
It will not.
relationship has been discussed here.
Yeah, there is.
Like how is your brother or something. We'll get to some. How is your aunt?
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing like
That
that.
way it is not given. So sister can be again eliminated. Manager is not.
Yeah,
You want to talk to him before he left the office, with management meeting took long. So
yeah,
thus we cannot infer he is a manager also, his sister.
yeah.
Long time friend, if you say
Again,
age,
long time friend also would have some kind of
yeah, some
some kind.
words there
Yeah, yeah,
in the
yeah,
letter that ages ago, if we have not seen ages,
yeah,
okay, or something like that.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
been really long. Yeah,
There's nothing. Yeah, nothing of that sort. So we
correct.
we can only
So
say
that's
it is co-worker.
correct. That's the only answer. Co-worker. They are like co-workers. That's right. Okay. So Leslie, next is Leslie dash
Um,
has never skied before.
no,
Whence you understand from the paragraph.
no. It doesn't say he never he skied before, right? It said somewhere that he does skiing or
Winter
yeah,
pass he is
yeah,
having, yes.
yeah.
I'm a winter pass and I can snowboard and of course I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
ski.
Yeah, that's however, yeah, that's what. So has never skied is not an option. Will not do that. Went skiing last weekend. There is no reference to when he went.
Hmm.
When he or she went, whatever. He's an
Okay.
experienced skier. Is and a skiing instructor. Is a skiing instructor. uh, I'm not thinking he's a skiing instructor.
Mhm.
Because no, one second. Somewhere he's suggesting as an experienced skier. One second, saves money, not however my full interpass dash, and of course I can ski in the day. If you're planning to ski on weekends, then more not considerable price, definitely more expensive, but a lot of freedom to ski. Uh, okay, my full winter pass. Here, I think it's can snowboard. Yeah, yeah. Can we go back to the options then? Yeah. Um, has never skied before. That's
That
what I'm
can be
saying.
eliminated.
Yeah,
He has
went
done skiing.
went skiing last weekend. Also, he does. There's no reference to weekend, so
Correct.
that's also gone. He's an experienced skier or he's an instructor. If it's an instructor,
Hmm.
um, I mean, I'm thinking um, he
Then he would
wouldn't
have given
be.
lessons to
Yeah,
Billy.
yeah. That's what even I was about to say. He would have, suggested. He would have told, I will try to give you some lessons. You don't need to go for that expensive pass, right?
Exactly.
So
That is
he,
out, I think. That's not mentioned also that he's an instructor, but he's an experienced skier. That's why he
yeah,
could give some information to his friend
yeah,
as which pass they can take, and that will give them more flexibility.
yeah,
So thus, it's an experienced skier, which is more appropriate in
yeah.
that sense. Leslie suggests that Jerry. So let's suggesting to Jerry what?
Goes for the family pass, avoids weekend and skiing, save money for a full, saves money for a full pass. In the last he was saying, getting some lessons somewhere. He said if you
Yeah.
want to, it
Billy
might be
gets some.
more expensive, but you'll
Hmm.
get more freedom to ski whenever you want. That also adds, like, he's saying, get the lessons. It also gives you other uh, add-ons or something like that.
You're planning to ski on the weekends, and if Billy wants to get some ski lessons, pre-ski lessons, then you
Yeah,
might consider the full pass.
yeah.
It's definitely more expensive, but
But you will, yeah, a lot more freedom to ski whenever you
so
want.
Leslie suggesting Jerry to do what?
Um,
Jerry should get skiing lessons.
One second. It doesn't say avoid weekend skiing. He says, if you want to go for weekend and also
Yes.
others, so do that. Saves money for a full pass. Doesn't. I think he says get the full pass, right? In the
He's
last
trying to suggest him to get the full
full
pass because it
pass.
gives him a lot of
Yeah,
freedom.
yeah. So um,
It's expensive.
yeah, he's not asking them to go for family pass because it's more expensive. So that also is gone. So B is not there. C is not there. Um,
Okay.
uh, he is asking them to get full pass. So it is not save money for full pass.
Get skiing
Yeah,
lessons.
get skiing lessons only is more appropriate in this.
Cherry should not be getting skiing lessons. Billy will be getting free ski lessons. We underlined this. Billy wants free
Oh,
ski lessons.
okay.
So Billy is not supposed to go for skiing lessons. Billy, his brother or sister, I don't know who
Oh,
is.
okay. Now that makes sense. Actually, he's saying it will be more expensive. So, but you
Yes,
have to you
save
go
money
for
for this.
this. So,
Yes.
save some money for full pass.
Yes,
Right, right.
because it's more expensive, but it has a lot of freedom. Your Billy can also get some free ski lessons. So you better save money for that full winter pass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, so logically eliminate, you will get the answer. It's not Jerry wants to go for ski lessons. Family winter pass is out from the initial only because it's expensive. Avoids weekend skiing. Weekend is suggested. So why will he avoid saying
yeah.
weekends?
Yeah,
Because he says he's planning to ski on the weekends. That's the only answer lies in the last option. Saves money for full pass. That's right. Yeah. So this is what you have to do in part 2. And
Part two looks like everything is mostly elimination based.
yeah,
It's like
that's true.
straightforward. Hardly any
It's
straightforward
just to give
questions.
you a support. It's just not. It's just to get some idea about the specific information you want to look for.
Right, right.
But it is more about how you logically eliminate from what you read before and after the sentence, or after the blank, not after the sentence, before and after the blank, what you read and understand. On the basis of that, try to eliminate your options. Then, for any doubt, you can refer to the picture.
Okay.
That is the way you need to work here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do, I mean, we have some time. Let's do one more.
Sure.
The second one you can try. I'm doing the third one with you.
Okay.
So second and fourth, you can try it at home.
Okay.
So we have a timetable. You can see there are dates, July 12th, 13th, 14th, and they've given you some time from 8 o'clock, 8:30 actually, till 7 or 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So some activities they have given, some lessons also they have mentioned, and some outdoor activities.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to this. Subject is English as a second language summer camp. Okay, it's ESL summer camp.
Yeah.
To Ray Carley from Aries singular. So Aries writing to Ray. So Ray becomes the receiver. Aries is your writer. That's clear now. So we're reading the first sentence. Sarah and I. Sarah is the third person. I is referring to
Aries.
Aries.
Yeah.
Sarah and I met this morning to finalize the summer camp schedule, but we need your input before we make it official and inform the teachers about their dash. Okay, just trying to see it here. So we need to, Sarah and I have met and we need your inputs, okay, before we can make the schedule official. That's what is being suggested.
Yeah.
And inform the teachers about their.
Looks like because it's a summer camp. Class times makes more sense. It's not student names because they're still at this they're still deciding the schedule. I mean, they finalize the schedule. They want to
Yes.
with him. They want to
make it official.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everything is almost done. They just want to, it's nothing about student names and all, because you get student names only after you finalize the schedule and then give this one, right?
Right. Student names is not a part of my diagram.
Yeah.
It's just about the time and the classes have been mentioned.
Yeah.
So it seems to be not the student names. Schedule changes.
Yeah. They're not changing.
Yes.
They
because
they have
to give the inputs.
Yeah.
Only then they can finalize the schedules.
Yes,
so nothing of changes they have said, or work benefits is not given compensation.
Yeah. So that's why I think class time is apt.
That's right answer. Next is about the class times. Last year, a couple of teachers had to rush through the material. Do you think that dash would resolve the problem? Okay, so last year, a couple of teachers rushed through the material. Do you think that
allowing students to get more sleep in the morning, giving students opportunity to socialize outside, making the material more appealing for teachers, starting the day at 9 a.m. instead of, okay, probably the time was short. See, allowing more students to get more sleep, I mean, allowing students to get more sleep in the morning will reduce the day's class times.
Correct.
So that won't make any sense. Giving students opportunity to socialize outside campus again is not something that, the teaching, like what
Correct.
the classroom, it will help with classroom, right? So it will not help with classroom teaching.
It will not help in completing the material.
Yes. So that also doesn't make any sense. Make the material more appealing for teachers. See, it was not because the material was appealing or not that they didn't have. The main reason was they didn't have time. So
Exactly.
if they're able
That's
to,
true.
if they're able to have more time in the class, it will give them a lot more time to complete. So
complete the
D
syllabus.
only makes sense.
So D is the only answer that is correct. Yes. Rush through is the time. So that means time, if it's managed well, if it starts the day at 9 o'clock, then I think they were able to resolve this problem.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. You will see that this year, dash, I dedicated the afternoons in sightseeing instead. How do you feel about that? You will see this year, dash, I dedicated this afternoon. Let's first check the options and then
we'll go to the diagram. Yeah. You will see that this year, dash, I dedicated. Okay, this year there is only one social activity per day. All classes are concentrated before lunch. There are no social activities in the morning. Students will not leave the campus every day. You will see that this year, I dedicated afternoons for sightseeing instead. Sightseeing is like something that's outside.
Yep. So you want to check the picture once?
Yeah. Afternoon lunch. So see, lunch.
So generally, in the second half only, all the sightseeing activities have been given. That's what Aries is writing.
Yeah.
That I have dashed all the sightseeing in the afternoon.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't say they have completed. They are forced to complete all the classes before lunch, because you see the first day, English lesson 3 is post lunch. So we can eliminate one of the options there.
Day 3 and day 4 also.
Yeah, even there. So we can eliminate one of the options that says we concentrated on completing all the classes before lunch.
Yeah. So we can concentrate all the classes before lunch? No, that is not.
There is no social activity in the morning. Okay, we have to refer that once. We have to see if there is
social activities in the morning. Yes.
Yeah, we have to see if there's any social activity there. No, there's no social activity. It's only waking up, breakfast.
Yes, so it's only after lunch you have all the
after lunch. No,
after
or outside.
3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, 2:30. You have all the activities.
Yeah.
That's
so
again we can eliminate the first option. The only social activities. Sorry, there is no social activities in the morning.
Yeah, that looks like apt.
That looks apt because there are no social activities. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yes.
There's only one social activity per day. Doesn't look like, right? I want to see the diagram again.
Yeah, sure.
We'll see for both the options. They will not leave the campus, and there's only one social activity per day. We'll see that. See, they will. It doesn't show anywhere that they will not leave. It's because, like I'm talking about option 4, where they say they will not leave the campus. But here in every diagram, we're seeing that they're in the first one. They're showing Vancouver Harbor Center and Aquarium Marine. There's different places they're going.
They're going out of the school only after evening.
And again, it's not only one social activity per day.
Every day we have social activities. Only one social activity per day. There are multiple social activities in a day.
Yeah.
They're going to the science center. They're going to the
some center. Yeah. So it's not one. Yeah.
Correct.
So I think that option that we said is apt is only right.
Yeah, there are no social activities in the morning. We have kept it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So no social activity per day. Every day we have more than one. That's incorrect. All classes are considered before lunch. No, their classes are happening after 1 o'clock also.
Yeah.
So this is also out. Students will not leave the campus every day. Leaving the campus every day.
Yeah.
In that sense. So what is true is all the social activities are concentrated in the afternoon. I dedicated the afternoons for sightseeing instead. So there are no social activities in the morning. That fits the sentence meaningfully. Okay. As well join them. Okay. So how do you feel about that? He says. You will see that this year we have done this. How do you feel about that? Next. Also, neither of us knows whether we are providing all meals or just breakfast and supper like last year. We only know that the dash are included in the tuition under social activities.
Okay.
We do not know we are providing breakfast and supper like last year. We only know that dash are included in the tuition under social activities.
Okay. Outings, lessons, book, accommodations. Okay. See, because they're talking about food,
Hmm.
uh, 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 when we always say food, we also talk about accommodation.
Hmm.
um, One second, let me just think. See, the this we only know that dash are included in the tuition.
Dash are included.
Yeah, dash are included in the tuition under social activities.
Hmm.
Under social activities, books are never like under
A part
social
of social
activities. Yeah,
activity. Yes.
again, accommodation also will not make sound. Will not doesn't sound right. What we only know that accommodations are included in tuition under social activities doesn't make sense. D
Okay.
will not. I think
D.
D we can eliminate D.
Yes, because the previous sentence they say we do not know whether we are providing all meals or
Yeah,
just providing breakfast and supper like last year.
yeah,
We only know that dash are included in social activities.
yeah.
Social
Something.
activities is they're going out of the
Yeah,
campus, they're visiting different
yeah, yeah,
museum, aquarium, and all those things they're doing, science centers they're visiting.
yeah, yeah.
So to be
It's
more
not.
appropriate,
Yeah, no accommodation. It's not accommodation. Accommodation doesn't sound right here. So lessons again is classroom. So here, yeah,
outings.
outings. Yeah,
Outings is what is included in tuition in the social activities. Social activities talks about outings and
outings
excursions.
only. Yeah, mostly.
Yes, thus it is more suitable to use that word. Accommodation, if there was something related to food, lodging, then we could think of accommodation, but that is not given.
Hmm.
As such. Yeah, so what we only know that this is there. We do not know what type of meals we are providing, breakfast, lunch, or breakfast, dinner. It's not sure. Next, he says, finally, we need to make a final decision about the dash. Okay, about the dash, about dash the campsite after ferry ride to Victoria Island. Finally, we need to make a final decision about dash the campsite after the ferry ride to Victoria.
Okay. Okay. Who
After ferry
is?
ride to Victoria Island, Sarah suggested we charter a bus to pick us up at the ferry station. But I thought this year's campsite was only accessible by boat.
Okay.
Can you see both of them? I need to make a we need to make a final decision about dash the
Yeah.
campsite after the ferry ride to Victoria Island.
About.
Sarah is suggesting
Yeah,
we
I think
charter a
they're
bus to
talking
pick us
about.
up.
Yeah. See, it's not. It is not who's. Whatever that.
Chaperone,
Yeah, I don't know what's the meaning. What is the meaning? Huh?
assisting.
Okay, who is chaperoning the students too? No, that they both are talking about where and how. One is talking about bus, another one is talking about boat. So
Correct.
that I mean, straight option is the transportation to and from. Looks like the
Appealing.
yeah.
Hmm.
The facilities we will have access to at. It doesn't talk about any facilities.
Hmm.
It doesn't talk about who is chaperoning the students to either. How long will be staying there? It doesn't talk about how long as well. So it's none of those. It's only about transportation that they both are.
Correct.
One is telling bus, another one is telling boat.
Boat. Yes. That's right. So you see the options, you see the information before. See these out of you can see the 5 questions. I think 4 of them we could do it without looking at the picture.
Yeah.
Only the third one required to have an insight, but
Yeah.
rest we're all comfortable to be done.
It would be wasting a lot of time if we if we went through the entire thing.
Sorry, which one?
If we went through the entire picture,
it will take a lot of time.
Yeah.
You don't have that. They expect you to understand from these key informations that is given to you.
Yeah.
Okay, from where you have to judge which option is more correct and what you can eliminate. Logical. That's all. So that's nice work. Good work. So now Aries is emailing Ray.
They're not making complaint. It's not a complaint. It's not request to request changes because they are about to finalize. One second, I will think. Ask for advice. Looks okay. Let us eliminate first. It's not to make complaint. It's not to relieve him of duties.
Correct.
Okay, it's either B or C. So when you look at the first line, it sounds like I want to finalize.
Yep.
Um, where is that thing?
Finalize the schedule, and we need to input for the same.
Yeah. Where,
Yeah.
where
So
does it say? We need your input before we make it official. Okay, so yeah. So if it says we need your input, it's asking for advice. It's not asking him to make changes. He's not the authoritarian where
I'm
you
not
have to
saying you
change
have to
us.
make changes. I
Yeah,
just want to input in your ideas on this
yeah,
schedule.
yeah. So
So
it's
asking
ask for
for,
advice.
that's right. Last year's camp.
Okay, last year's camp did not take students on camping trip, provide students with all meals, focused exclusively on academic activities, featured or social activities in the morning. Okay, first of all, we'll eliminate. I think
Mm,
focus exclusively on academic activities. They say if they did really focus, they would have had time. They didn't have
to
time, they
complete
say.
the syllabus. Mm.
So C is not right. Featured social activities in the morning. Okay, it says this year they don't have any social activities in the morning. Does it also
Mm.
mean that does that mean that they I want to we need to go back and check.
This year we have concentrated all social activities in the morning and dedicated the afternoon. Sorry, we don't have social activities in the morning and dedicated the afternoons for sightseeing instead, and
Okay,
all this.
so that means you will see that this year, that means she's stressing on this because probably last year it was little different, but we don't know.
Mm.
One second, that I mean, we can just hold that off.
Okay, sure.
Um, featured social activities. Okay, provided students with all meals. It doesn't say all meals because last year she uses or, not and.
Yeah,
We
this
gave
meal and were they providing all meals this time or just breakfast and supper
supper
like
like
last
last
year?
year, so it's not all
Both
meals.
were given. All meals were
So we
not given.
can eliminate that all meals also.
Yes. Mm.
Did not take students on a camping trip. Nowhere it said
Yeah. Not
about,
mentioned that they're not given. They went for camping trip or not.
yeah,
Okay, it's not given as such anywhere.
yeah,
Have a decision about the campsite. And this time that this is a campsite. Last year where they went, they haven't mentioned.
yeah.
If it is not mentioned, it's like
They went.
uh,
They went. It doesn't. Like she specified everything that they made changes to from last year to this year.
exactly.
So she didn't say anything about camping trip.
They
If
didn't
they
go for camping trip or not
Yeah,
last year.
so
It's
that
not
means that's
mentioned.
continuing. That's going to continue. That means they're going for camping trip this year. They went for
Hmm.
camping trip last year. So we should eliminate that.
I mean, that is not given. So not given means it can be eliminated in the
Yeah,
basis of that because it's not mentioned anywhere in your letter that whether they went for the camping trip, but they definitely went for some social activities.
yeah.
And as AB is writing, we are concentrating to keep the social activities not in the morning, but afternoons for sightseeing instead. That tells us that maybe in the previous year, social activities were
We're
there.
part of the morning sessions. Yeah,
Yeah. Other options are incorrect because B and C is of course eliminated on the basis of what you understood. All meals were not given. Exclusively academic activities were not concentrated because they didn't complete the syllabus. Did not take students on camping trip can't be said. If it is not given, we cannot logically deduce it anyway. Okay, they might have gone for it for any camping because they also give breakfast and suppers. Tells us that they might have gone for a camping trip as well. Or I mean, it's not very clear, but it's not given us actually anyway. So
no,
in
again
this,
here it says, I thought this year's campsite was only accessible by boat.
yes,
So probably last
might
year.
be have gone to the campsite last
Yeah,
year. Yeah,
yeah.
that's also
So
correct. That's the way you can eliminate. Yeah. Right. So that's nice. And last one, Aries.
release needs Ray to authorize the proposal before presenting. It's not authorized. Okay, let us see. Created the schedule for this year's camp all by herself. Will be joining students on camping trip. Hasn't made any changes to
Change the
previous
previous.
schedule. Uh, hasn't made any changes to previous schedule. She's asking for input from Ray.
Previous schedule. What do you understand?
That means I've already spoke about it, and
No, previous schedule means previous year's schedule. Last year schedule. Previous
oh,
schedule.
okay, yeah. Okay, okay, yeah. That should that'll be eliminated because they made a lot of changes.
Correct. They kept the sightseeing in the
Yeah.
afternoons and yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Will be joining students on the camping trip. Doesn't say anywhere. Okay, let
Hmm.
us see the first one. A needs rate to authorize. It's not authorize.
Ray is
Uh,
not the signatory
yeah,
authority of the
yeah. He
person who
just
is
a friend, a colleague that they're trying to get inputs from.
looking for his, seeking his, I
Yeah.
mean, ideas, yes,
So
or
A will
advice.
not be right. Uh,
Okay. Mm.
create created the schedule for this year's camp all by herself. No, she says two people, right?
Sarah.
Sarah and one more.
Hi. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, Aries. Yeah, yeah. So that's also not right. They both created the schedule.
So
Will
that's the
be
only option that lies come out it is this one.
yeah,
Individual students on the camping trip,
but
although it is not mentioned.
yeah.
But again, in the last few lines, I do not know whether we should have a ferry ride to Victoria Island.
Uh,
Okay, suggest for us as we will go with the bus, and I think we can only access it by boat. So that means he is in some way assisting with the students. He's coming along with the students.
right,
Okay, but if you can logically eliminate, you don't have to think about that's what they're going to give you the trick on how you
right,
can eliminate your options.
right, 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 right.
Yeah. Authorization is not the authority because many of the students will go for this because they're seeking Ray's inputs. They will think it's authorization, but Ray has not the right to sign or right to give the authority
Yeah,
to make it his final schedule.
yeah,
Okay,
true.
they want Ray's inputs before they can make it official.
Yeah,
But that's only that doesn't tell us that he has the authorization power.
right. I think even the letter also where doesn't show anywhere that it like for example please let us know and like in the bottom the what is that closing. It doesn't say
Please
yours
let us know.
sincerely or
Yes,
yours
yes.
whatever obediently or
It's not a
whatever.
very formal type,
Yeah,
semi-formal kind of ways
you
they have
never
written.
write like that to someone who is at
Someone
that
senior.
position. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. That's correct. That's right judgment. So C is the right answer. So this one you did it really well, and this is what you need to practice. I think part 2 is a little simpler. I mean, it's not that difficult. Part 1 and 2 could be manageable, but again, it's all about how you comprehend. In part 1, it is about comprehending your paragraph and then answering the questions.
Yeah.
Go with indirect matching, that will help you a bit. But part 2 is completely about checking the options and see what you can logically eliminate and then refer the diagram if needed be.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yeah.
So I think you can work for the test, I mean, paper 2 and paper 4 for this
Okay.
part, the
Okay.
classroom activity, and try out part 1, paper 3 once. Okay, test 3. Try it out.
Sorry, you said in this same handout I have to read. See part 3 and part 4, right?
Yeah, no.
Part 2
In
and
this
part 4.
part 2, yeah, test 2 and test 4 you
Yeah,
have to do.
test 2 and test 4.
And
Yeah.
in reading part 1, which is the letter 1 correspondence, you do test 3 at least. If
Okay.
you can get time, not
Okay.
test 4.
Okay,
test
ma'am.
3.
I'll check. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
try to do
One
that.
by one you do, don't do it all in a hurry. Take
Okay.
time and you just do test 3 today,
Okay.
and you do test 2 of part 2.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So this one is 11 minutes. That one is 9 minutes. Correct?
Correct, correct, correct.
Okay. I should
So
time.
20 minutes you should complete both the tasks in that sense.
Okay, ma'am. I'll try that.
So try out this because it's slightly different. I want to see whether you can able to whether you're able to comprehend things and make the right options. Okay.
Okay.
So you check if you want, you can check the keys, but if you want, you can discuss also in the
I
class.
don't know where the keys are. Where the keys are?
You haven't checked the keys for the last one?
No, I didn't check the keys. I mean, I understood from the this
Okay.
one itself.
Let's just then quickly understand again. What you chose for first one?
Okay, one
For your
second.
test 2, part 1?
It was B.
Got a new tent in the mail. Yes, that's a parcel he got. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Greg and Ryan?
D. We're unable to tour and the camp because of the rainfall.
Unable
Actually, okay, wait. Now after as I think it doesn't say they were unable to tour. They were able to tour, but there was only rainfall at one particular place.
Yeah, that lake they couldn't able to go.
They were not able to go there. Yes. Now as I think it.
So McDonald Provincial Park, the Arrow Lake. East side of Arrow Lake. The lake was flooded due to the heavy rainfall, recent rainfall.
But however, they were able to go for hiking.
Hiking in the beautiful wilderness. Yeah. So it is not D. It is where surprised by the water level at the lake. This was they didn't expect it.
Okay, right.
Okay, they enjoyed the provincial. They couldn't enjoy the provincial. They toured several campsites in the Kootenay region.
Their plan was to tour, but they only stayed at the same place. Yeah.
Yeah, they want this is exactly. This can be helping eliminate the A option. That's right.
Yeah.
And D is not, we're unable to tour. They actually went for hiking in the wilderness, but they couldn't, they're surprised the water
Only
level
thing,
at the
ma'am,
lake.
it doesn't say anywhere they were surprised. How do I, really get that? I mean, besides elimination, how do I
Hmm.
actually, get that thing that okay, they were surprised? It doesn't really say anywhere.
Okay, we are looking forward to the white sand beach, but when we arrived, the park ranger informed us that all recent rainfall had caused the lake to flood a couple of meters higher than normal. The beach was completely submerged. Okay, we still had a great time for hiking in the wilderness, but here this couple of meters higher than normal means it's not expected to have that level of water in that recent rainfall.
Okay,
So a sign of surprise element is there in this line,
okay,
but the point is you have to go for elimination and eliminate the options logically. They didn't tour several campsites. They didn't enjoy the provincial sand beach. That was not possible. They were unable to tour. They did tour. So the only option that comes out is C, because the water level at the lake was quite high because it's more than the normal.
yeah,
That has a surprise element in
okay,
that.
okay, okay, got it, okay,
So that way you have to logically eliminate. Go for the eliminations and you can come up with the right one.
okay, okay.
What about the third one? What you chose?
A, ma'am, he wanted to revisit his dad's hometown.
His grandpa still owns a shop there. No, he wanted to pay his father. If father doesn't stay, he has to live there as a child. No, he visited there a couple of
He
times as a
didn't
kid.
live there. Yeah, he visited there. Yeah, that's why that D was not there. Yeah, A is only
Rick
90%.
became emotional when
Um, Option D, ma'am. He saw something that belongs to his
um,
grandfather. The
that
decoration, I mean, the
time.
store
Yeah.
sign was decorated. Yeah.
Greg is hoping to.
B, travel to Montreal very soon. That's where his grandfather lives.
Yes, correct. And Greg's grandpa.
Used to go camping with Greg. As a child, they used to go
Their
camping.
child used to go, and once shifted to Montreal, then they are not able to go for
Yeah,
that. That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
Used to go camping. That's nice. Okay. What about the reply letter? This
It
goes.
go, yeah,
Hmm.
it goes without saying that I would love to visit Montreal. No, sorry, wait. D, option D. See you here because he's
Yep.
coming here. See you here. Yeah,
Yes. Montreal also already where grandpa is
yeah,
staying.
that's where he's staying. Yeah, yeah. And then 8 is I'm not sure. I'm not so sure that camping is a great idea because of his old bones or whatever he says something,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. And if something shouldn't, I should do it in any way. After all, you have to put
Yeah,
the tent to good use. So
yeah.
put the tent to a good use also
This
tells
is for
us
camping.
this is more appropriate information. Yeah.
Yeah. Again,
So
9.
you just email me travel plans. Also, there is no need to.
He says I have saved up enough for the 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 ticket by
Yes,
from by
the
doing the summer job,
part-time
but
job.
he says you don't have to pay, I will pay it. He
Yes,
says don't spend your own money. B, option B, spend your own
yes.
money on
Spend
the
your own
ticket.
money on tickets. Grandpa, we
Well,
always they
yeah,
suggest that, and you should
yeah,
keep savings for the tuition.
yeah,
Buy a new tent doesn't say plan a camping trip. No. Plan a camping trip. Yes, they can, but also there's no need to for camping trip.
yeah,
Grandpas already
that,
want a camping trip.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
well, I can't say I have been Nelson since I sold my business, and that's what you said. Did you take the old store sign?
yeah, yeah. And
And
then
last one.
what's the last one? I'm sorry, you A didn't find the old house.
If it's there, it's 100 years old.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's not. It didn't recognize the cafe. No, doesn't look good. Couldn't buy the old sign. They didn't put up the old sign for auction or anything. All
Yeah.
those options are not there. So that's
Although no, not correct actually.
yeah,
Didn't find the old store. Old store was not there. Recognize the cafe. No, he could recognize a cafe, but cafe does not belong to grandfather. That will not be 100 years old also.
yeah. No, it
So
was
again,
converted to a cafe.
yes,
That
the
store was
store.
converted to a cafe. So yeah, it's that. Yeah, I mean it didn't find the house. That's what he was feeling bad about.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so I think this is fine. But I just want you to just do the next one, test 3. If you haven't received the keys for this part, just check. They must be there
In the
as
drive, ma'am.
in a PDF file. They'll give you the keys also.
Okay, in the PDF file itself.
In the
Okay,
same in the same folder with reading booklets or reading papers.
okay,
We also have a PDF file for the answer key
okay,
for
okay,
part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4.
okay, okay. I'll look at that.
And for practice papers also, they give you separate answer keys as well.
Okay,
This classroom handout, you have got the answer keys. Separate answer keys are given for practice papers as well.
okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you do this test 3 and test 2 of part 2.
okay, ma'am.
And if you have any trouble, we can discuss that. And thereafter, we can take up with part 3 in tomorrow's session.
Okay, ma'am. Will do. Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you then.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you.